I'm Ron Hazelton, and I'm in a section of Tampa, Florida, known as Ybor City. For decades, Ybor City was the cigar capital of the world.
Ybor City is named for Vincent Ybor, a Cuban revolutionary and cigar maker who founded the enclave back in 1886. At its height, Ybor City produced more than 400 million cigars a year. Whether it was a small storefront business with 2 or 3 cigar makers or a factory with thousands, the method of making cigars was identical. It all starts with tobacco. Cuesta Rey's president, Eric Newman, showed me the basic structure of every cigar.
Every cigar consists of 3 types of tobacco. Outside leaf, you'll see, is called the wrapper, the outside leaf of any cigar. This happens to be Cameroon. Cameroon is a small country on the west coast of Africa. Underneath the wrapper, the next tobacco is called the binder tobacco. The binder is a sturdy tobacco. It comes from Connecticut. It's Connecticut broadleaf. It's a heavy type of tobacco. It's heavy because it has to hold the filler in place, the 3rd level of tobacco. And inside you can see this is filler tobacco.
So Eric, once the tobacco arrives here, what's the first thing that you do with it?
First thing we have to do, Ron, is to put humidity into it where the tobacco can be used to actually make a cigar. Do you want to take a look?
Yeah, I'd like to. So
Eric and I went deep into the basement where tobacco has been stored and cured for the last 90 years. Surprisingly, the process has changed little during that time. Once the cart is filled, it's covered and left to ferment for about 6 weeks. Throughout, the tobacco must be repeatedly rolled out of storage and rotated. Next, Eric and I went to the 3rd floor to see what kind of tobacco is used for the filler.
So this is filler, eh?
These are our Dominican fillers.
All the same?
No, Ron, we use 3 or 4 different types of filler to make our cigars.
Now, why is that?
Because we blend it, we age it, and it creates the great flavor in our cigars.
This machine rolling process starts with the chopped filler. The filler is fed into a hopper machine that separates just enough tobacco for 2 or 3 cigars. Then the pre-processed binder is laid on an apron, where the filler is rolled into the binder. Next, it's time for the wrapper. The large tobacco leaves are stretched onto a pattern and held on by suction. This pattern cuts the wrapper like a cookie cutter. The wrapper is then picked up and rolled on the cigar.
Slower, but some machine is going faster.
Really?
Like that one is going faster than this one.
Huh.
This one going like, I think 11 or 12 per minute. That one they go like 13.
Wow, 13 per minute.
Yeah.
Now you have a foot pedal to run this thing, is that right?
Yeah, on my right
So
right
you can
foot.
stop it or keep
Yeah,
it
every
going
time, yeah.
depending on how you're doing.
What'd you do before this, TT?
I'm working at Tampa.
Oh, you worked at Tampa. All right. And how long were you there?
14 years.
Wow. So you've been doing this for the same job?
We do the same job, but we different kind of work.
Okay.
Yeah. Over there, you know, we just control the machine. But here, I have to sit here and do them on my hand.
Right.
Over there, I just turn on the machine, let them run by their own. And then I just check it out, which one's good or bad, and take it out.
Okay. Sort of quality control.
Yeah.
we are back. We are now in the place where the product hits the streets, to the retailers, to the vendors. We've been joined by the other brother, Bobby Newman. And as you heard from Eric, this is a long generational history, starting with their grandfather and continuing with their dad, and now the two brothers here are running this.
The best part is that we have over 100 American citizens making 60+ thousand cigars a day. Eric and I are third generation, as you alluded to. We're a 117-year-old company. We have a fourth generation coming in, Eric's son.
I love the cigar industry because it is our heritage.
This is certainly the Cigar City, because any family that's lived here for 3 or 4 generations, chances are that their family worked in the cigar industry because those are the only jobs around.
Well, you know what's fascinating is those first generation cigar workers who came here, Cuba, Spain, Italy. You look at their generations now, their kids and their grandkids, they worked hard to give them a better chance in a country that they came to, having left everything behind. And now these kids are lawyers and mayors and doctors, but it all stems from the cigar industry that built this city to what we know today.